How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the vlogcast pod thingy. Just wanted to take an excuse mostly to play some Final Fantasy and to talk about Christmas stuff, holiday gifts. What did you get for Christmas, New Year's, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah? What'd you get? What'd you give people? What do you wish you had given people or had gotten? Um, and like I said, mostly it's just an excuse to play Final Fantasy. I'm going to emulate. I'm not going to lie, I love emulation. I love using save states. I love having all of the options and toggles available, the cheats right on tap. Absolutely a huge fan of emulation. Obviously, I don't know if this is where you throw in that disclaimer of if you own the game. Here it is. But so I'm going to emulate and talk about some holidays. You know, I got to be honest, it's been a long time since I played Final Fantasy 1. Great game. I love these old RPGs. I love turn-based RPGs in particular, especially Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest. That's probably my favorite series of all time. I would also... Is that her leg sticking out? Right? How do you... See if I can get it to point. Right here. Come over there. Is that a leg? I think it's a leg. Anyway, what'd you get for the holidays? I'll start, because I'm here. I don't know why I went to the inn. Apparently because I'm very bad at multitasking. I got a few games, Master System games, so that's exciting. Master System and N64, and that makes me pretty happy because those are two of my smaller collection libraries or anything. I don't have a huge collection in any sense, but in fact it's just an ordinary well. But my two of my smaller ones that are always on the top of my mind are the Master System and especially the N64. Games are awfully easy to find for it. I just don't have that many. So I got some games. From my wife is actually who did most of the shopping for me. I got some stocking stuffers. I'm addicted to scratchy lottery tickets. Anybody else have that problem? Anyone else addicted to scratchy lotteries? And I also, this is the thing of the year. If you didn't get or give one of these, you should throw another party really quick just so you can get or give, or both, hopefully, one of these copper cookware things. Got it right here. I've never been more excited about something for the kitchen ever. I'm not a kitchen guy or a cook guy, but this thing is amazing. I've probably used it 5 times in the past 2 or 3 days. I feel like sorry, I just hit the mic. I feel like I failed Christmas just because I didn't give everybody one of these. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm going to buy you one ASAP. They're amazing. Get yourself one of these. Get rid of all of your other pans. Not joking at all. A little pricey. But if it lasts any length of time at all, I will be pretty gosh darn excited about it. Because it works extremely well, exactly like it says it would. Please save the princess. So that was... I also got a pretty cool cooler. Sounds like it'll keep stuff cool for about a year if I let it in there with some ice. This is Corneria, the Dream City. Corneria? Is that where Star Fox is from? I think it is. Warriors revive the power of the orbs. Anyway, what else did I get? Gift cards. My wife and I love the Olive Garden because we like to pretend we're fake Italians. We like to pretend that we're fake Italians. We're not fake Italians or pretend Italians. We're a step below that. The king is sure that warriors will come to save the princess. Okay, that's exciting. So lots of gift cards, some money for video games that I've already spent appropriately, and yeah, it's very exciting. I have to confess, I'm not an amiibo guy. I don't like that Nintendo merchandisey type stuff. I confess that I did buy my first amiibos, but I bought them for my wife. She loves Splatoon, and so now she has 4 of her very own Splatoon amiibos. I can't take credit for all of them. I can only take credit for 3 of them. The other one came from a friend that I hope will come on my channel at some point. He's a really interesting guy with a great story. Different topic for a different day. Anyway, I did buy amiibos, and I felt ashamed, and I almost cried a little bit, but I did buy them. I gave them to her. For what it's worth, she does like them. That's important to me. And she does use them. That's pretty exciting. Our ancestors gave the key. I'm sorry, I have to lean forward to read. That probably looks frightening when I just suddenly, my head gets bigger. Our ancestors gave the key to the Prince of Elfland for safekeeping. Elfland. I wonder who lives there. So, yeah, that our Christmases went well. We traveled across the state of Kansas, made a massive loop to both families, which we do pretty regularly. And all went well. Weather was great. I don't like cold weather, so I was very happy for a fairly toasty Christmas, relatively speaking. I do have some jealousy, though, of how do I say this? You know what? I'll just say it. My dad, I believe he's 60, still a handsome guy at 60, got a go-kart for Christmas. He's kind of wanted one his whole life. He always joked about getting one and getting one for us and the kids, and now he's got some grandkids around. He got a go-kart, and I could not be more jealous. Check this out. I already have enjoyed the go-kart. I love it. So that's my Aunt Donna in there with me. She was super scared at first, but I think ultimately she had a blast. This was taken on a phone. That is why it's very irregularly sized. But yeah, that's the go-kart. Grandma told me if I wrecked her yard, I wasn't getting presents. And then Donna told me if I drove too fast, I was not going to be loved anymore at all. So we took it pretty easy. But she got used to it. She loved it. Anyway, I love the go-kart. 100% jealous of Pop. And I can't wait to go back home and play with it a little more. You know what? I'm really bad at multitasking. I don't even remember what I'm doing. The king is looking for the Light Warriors. Do you happen to be the... I hope he asks that from every single person that comes up to him. Like, hey, you the Light Warriors? Oh, my sister. Thanks for the info. You know what game of all RPGs that, in my opinion, has people that are the most helpful with what they say is probably The Adventures of Link on the Nintendo. Everything everyone in there says has some sort of meaning, except for, of course, the I am error guy. But even that it's very existential. I mean, aren't we all just error, really? This guy, too. It's like everybody in the castle has been instructed to ask everybody else in the castle if they're Light Warriors. Alright, first job's pretty obvious. Gonna save the princess. This is Jane. Stuck in a little side room. Poor Jane. You deserve so much more, my queen. Go check out this guy walking with his hands behind his back. Used to be a good night until something drastic happened. I do love that in Final Fantasy when you push people, they get out of the way. That is very welcome in RPGs. Extremely welcome. Let's go check out down here. I love that we're just in the sky now, I think, right? Blue sky. Reports say you couldn't even peek your head in and investigate. I get it. Anyway, what else? What else did you guys get? Let me know in the comments and all that. You know what? Wait, I have one more story. I want to know who else appreciates stocking stuffers as much as I do. I love a good stocking stuffer. Basically, who can give the coolest gift for a very limited amount of money? I love that stuff. The best stocking stuffer I saw all year was Dave Chappelle Season 2. Did he already talk to me? Just as Luke? Oh, so everybody else has to ask if I'm a Light Warrior. This guy just knows. Anyway, Dave Chappelle Season 2 on the PSP. Best stocking stuffer I saw. It wasn't for me. It was for my little brother. He's a huge Dave Chappelle fan, obviously, and a pretty big PSP fan back in the day. I don't think he's done it very recently. But regardless, amazing stocking stuffer. Probably cost $1. Hilarious. Literally, and as a gag gift, stocking stuffer kind of thing. It's genius. So I'm super jealous there. I think that's all the information I get. I'm basically going to go off and save save the princess from Garland. Excuse me, I have to cough, and I'm going to try not to in the mic. I despise cold weather. Sick like this every year. The one thing I didn't ask for, but I'm going to ask for next year, I want an exercise bike. So when I do this kind of stuff, I'm playing a game that's kind of mindless, fairly easy to multitask with, right? Not too crazy. I want to ride an exercise bike while I do it. It's going to have to be... It's going to have to be very lightweight, very mobile. I don't want any electrical components in it at all. I just want mechanical exercise bike. I don't want anything in front at all, right? I basically want a chair, something down by my feet with pedals, and something I can lean back in and play, and maybe have a nice table over to the side over here. I think that's what I'm going to ask for next year. I used to have an exercise bike, but it was too big, quite frankly. It had all the electrical stuff, but it didn't even work, so it was just taking up more space, and it was very frustrating. So I think that's what I'm going to ask for next year. I didn't this year, but I was sort of sad that it didn't. Maybe next year. My wife kind of wants a bigger house too, so maybe next year we'll have more space for it. Anyways, thanks for joining my first vlogcast pod thingy. I hope you had happy holidays. Happy New Year, by the way. Be safe, be intelligent, but still have plenty of fun. I'm all for having fun and then sleeping at that person's house. It's Saturday after all, and I like that a lot. So, Happy New Year. Happy late Kwanzaa, Boxing Day, what did I miss? Hanukkah, Christmas, all that stuff. Happy whatever you happen to be celebrating. If you don't celebrate anything, happy that. And I will be back soon. Probably playing more Final Fantasy, seeing as I made it all of like 5 seconds into the game here. And we'll continue to test my multitasking abilities. So have a great day, everybody.